I'm not going to be on long. My plan is almost up and everything, and I won't have much things, and I have plans for the rest of the foreseeable future. I know in 4 days it'll renew, but anyway, I thought I would come on and let everybody know what happened. I got a little nervous. I thought that they were going to make me start doing physical therapy the day that I went to the meet the people and stuff, and they didn't. They just wanted to put me in this. It's they call it a cast. It's I'll show you first. Um, it it's more secure than the thing I was wearing, and they put a band-aid over the wound of the stitches. That was today. That was hell of a morning. I went and they came and got me at 7:30 this morning. My appointment was not until 8:45, but they came and got me at 7:30 in the morning, and the ride over there takes about 5 minutes in heavy traffic. I could walk to where I went to, and in a few minutes, as I'm laughing, I'll tell you. But I was there from 7:45 until well, I checked in at that time, but they didn't. They said you're pretty early. I'm like, I know that. They I told them I will come back in a little bit and sign in if that'll be better. And I went outside and I found somebody that was nice enough to hold my pocketbook so I could get down in there and have a cigarette. Because I was going to smoke in the living room for my son I could, and then lo and behold, they were like 20 minutes early to pick me up, and I didn't get to smoke my cigarette, but I didn't get home until 10 minutes till 11. I called them an hour and 10 minutes before the person came to get me, and the lady, I started hurting, so I was like, I'm not that far from here. And I went and started walking home. I didn't get very far. I was walking down the side road, and this woman, she waved at me and said, "Hey, can I ask something?" And uh, she said, "You smoke?" And I'm like, "Yeah, and you probably want a cigarette, but I don't have any. Sorry." And she was like, "You look so familiar. I could swear I know you." And she asked me my name, and I told her she didn't know me. And I'm like, "Do you?" I said my first name. I didn't say my last name, but I'm like, "Do you know Stacy?" And she said, "Hey, Blackwell." Everybody knows my last name. So everybody's been calling my name out, so I might as well say it on here. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's my mom. And I'm like, people tell me I'm the split image of her. And she said, you are. Because she was talking about if you ever lived, and I didn't. I'm not going to say the name, but I knew my mom lived there at one point, and So yeah, she went and we talked a little bit, and I didn't get far. I stayed with her for a little while because there was a cop, sheriff's uh, van coming down the road, and it got me freaked out. And I'm like, I ain't going anywhere right now. And she said, they're not gonna mess with you. I'm like, you sure about that? Because the last time I went a walking, I got pulled over by them. But she was right, because once I got down to the other, okay, I was going down straight and then I turned. When I went turning, the sheriff's car actually came right past me and they didn't do anything. But she told me, you should, because I showed her, because you could see my road from the other road, but it was over a highway. Hello, poor gaming. So I, um, I went and, she said, they ain't gonna bother you. But then she thought better of it, and she's like, they're messing with that person because they're going off the highway. I'm like, yeah, they must be nuts. Which they were, because when I was walking down the road, they were talking to themselves, screaming at the top of their lungs. And I'm like, don't worry, I'm not going on that highway. And she said, looked at me, and I'm like, I know what you're thinking. How am I going to get across? And I'm like, I'm going to go down this road and then turn. Jack's tail. He's trying to hide my face. But yeah, I I got I didn't hear the phone, and then I finally did in the bottom of my purse. And it took me a few minutes, and by the time I got to it, it had stopped ringing. But it was the person that was picking me up, and um, they're like, Lord, where are you at? You can't walk home. And they came and got me, and it was really nice of the lady. And she said, "How were you going to walk all the way home?" I'm like, "I was going to go down this road and turn at the bridge, and then go down that road over there, and then at the end of it, it's my road." And she said, if you had did that, you would have got fussed at. I'm like, yeah, my grandma wouldn't have been too happy. I told her this story when I got home, and she just laughed. And she said, from all I know, you could have walked home. And she said, the lady was asking me, why did you start walking? I'm like, I started hurting and I wanted my painkillers. Speaking of which, I've been having trouble with pain medicine. It's not helping and everything. And I thought that I had an infection with this damn stupid thing, which I think I did, but my friend gave me a little tip. They told me to put iodine on my wound and soak it in it for a little bit, for like 10 minutes. And it was, and by the time I went to the emergency room, it had, the swelling had worked out, but I had about 2.5 hours of sleep that night after doing that, but I didn't sleep very well. But I went to the emergency room. They told me there was nothing wrong, but they didn't like that I was in so much pain, so they were going to up my medicine. And the hospital that I was at has a pharmacy inside the hospital, and I know where it was at. And I went and I told them to send the medicine there, which they looked at me funny. I'm like, I've got medicine here before. I knew the rule. they made a new law back in um in January of last year, in 2024, that if you had never got medicine from that pharmacy, you couldn't get it. But I had. It had to be the last 10 years, but I had got medicine there in the last 10 years from then. It had been the last 5 years, actually, 6 now, but I, so I was able to get it. Well, I wasn't. Long story. But the pharmacist told me, she said, the medicines they want to give you, the oxycodone, which they have already gave me 2 prescriptions for oxycodone. I knew my insurance wasn't going to give me any more because of the damn rule. But she was like, "How did you do with morphine?" And I was like smiling. I'm like, "I'm doing great with it. It makes me drunk and it makes me tired. It makes me want to sleep all the damn time. But morphine does not bother my stomach like oxy and Lortabs. And so I was a bit happy. I was like, yes, no more feeling nauseous or wanting to throw up. Um, so yeah, I don't understand it. I don't know why my insurance pay it was gonna let accept morphine. I don't care. I slept pretty good. I slept for 14 hours yesterday, and which this week I hadn't been feeling so damn well because the medicine wasn't doing a damn thing for me, even when I was taking oxy and Tylenol together. So my body needed it. I But yeah, I thought I'd give an update on how I'm doing and what happened and everything. And I'll tell you something. Not only is the medicine helping, this dang thing is keeping my hand still where it doesn't hurt me like it was in that damn thing that they had called a cat. Um, not to mention, oh, I'm gonna tell you something. They had me in this stuff. I'm gonna have to throw it away, but I swear to you, I think it was wool because when I took my hands out of that damn stuff, because I did, I told the lady that too. I was surprised that she didn't get on to me about that, but I'm like, I hand was itching, it was bothering me, and I had bumps all over up and down my arm, and I get really big hives when I wool touches my skin. That's why I think that damn stuff is. It's making me itch now, just touching it with my fingers. But um, to, but yeah, it was like this will make you feel so good and everything. Yeah, right. Grandma was like, you should have told them. I'm like, they didn't ask me anything about being allergic to anything except for medicines. But She told me because she knew I was going to see them people today to tell them that and to tell them about the medicines and everything else that's been happening since the last time I seen the doctor, which was Friday. But I I had a but what I was gonna say was I didn't have my ID with me, and they were gonna let me have the morphine. You know, don't worry about it. Like I said, I got it. My cousin Audrey, she came to get me, and I was like, before she came, I messaged her on Facebook, and I was like, would you come in to the hospital? They're not gonna let me have my medicine because I didn't bring my ID, and they said that I could get you to do it, and she said, yeah, of course, and she said, you're gonna have to show me where it's at and everything, and I did, and she said, you know this place pretty well. You probably know the whole place. I'm like, I've been here enough times to know all the places to get in and out. Um, we talked a good long time and everything, and on the way back from the hospital, she was asking me, she said, you are autistic, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, how do you know that? Um, she said, you're really smart, but you're different. And a lot of autistic people are like you. And she said, there's nothing wrong with that. Don't think I'm saying anything bad. You're special. But I told her thank you and everything. I'm like, thank you and James have been helping me out a lot here lately. They dropped what they were doing Friday because the person that was supposed to take me to the hospital uh, flaked out on me and said they had better things to do. Um, and so, and she said, of course, we love you. We will help anytime we can. And she was talking about my cousin James, and she said, I know he's rough and gruff. It's just that he knows you can be better than you are, and he just has a weird way of showing it. And me and James grew up together, and he's 5 months older than me. He's my actual cousin. She is his wife. But I've known her since seventh grade. So we even had some classes together. Um, I but yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that I got really freaked out and worried that I was going to do the whole quit doing that physical therapy, and the lady was like, "Dear, you can't do that. Your bone's not healed." Yes, he put that plate in your hand and everything, but you gotta have your bones healed before, and it's gonna take 6 weeks for that to happen. It's only been 6 days. It says right now, the only thing I want you to focus on is moving your fingers and your elbow. Don't move any of this. She gave me a lot of things I should do, and so yeah, I Well, I thought I'd let y'all know. I'm gonna get off here. Go on a new day tomorrow, and so I'm gonna get to bed early tonight. I'm kind of tired and everything, and not to mention Jack keeps trying to sit on my phone. So before he does it again, I'm gonna get off here. Talk to y'all soon. Remember, be the person you're meant to be, and that's the one that everybody expects you to be. See, he did it again. Well, bye. Good night, good day, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are.